Welcome to Pit a Pyramid Radio Station. I'm Orion.
And I'm Iris. It's great to be here.
So today we're going to unpack something pretty interesting, a bit of a puzzle, really. How can organizations or even just individuals manage to be both super stable and really adaptable at the same time?
Yeah, like rock solid, but also lightning fast.
Exactly. It feels like a contradiction, doesn't it? We're talking about building this thing called robust agility, basically staying strong while still being able to pivot quickly.
It does sound paradoxical. And, a lot of people do see stability and speed as opposites. Like you have to pick one.
Right. Trade one off for the other.
But the research, it consistently shows something else. It shows that real lasting adaptability, it actually needs a solid foundation.
Needs it. How so?
Well, think about it. If you don't have clear systems or reliable processes, trying to be agile it descends into chaos.
Okay, so it just falls apart.
Pretty much. You get burnout, massive risks. People call it organizational entropy. Any benefit you hoped for from being adaptable, it's gone.
So trying to be quick without that core just leads to a mess. And I guess the flip side is true too. Being too rigid, too stable can stop you adapting when you really need to.
Absolutely. That's a huge trap. Some organizations think just staying the same is stability.
But it's really just inertia.
Exactly. What we're talking about here is more like engineered resilience, building frameworks that can actually handle change, not just block it.
Okay, finding that sweet spot where the stability actually helps the agility.
Precisely. And we've sort of pulled out 3 key ideas for how you can cultivate this robust agility.
All right, let's get into them. The first one is about investing in your non-negotiables. What does that actually mean in practice?
It means you have to identify and really strengthen the absolute core parts of what you do, the things that give you that unwavering strength.
So not just the basics, but the fundamentals.
Yes, the immutable things. Like for a company, it's core values, perhaps. Or for an individual, maybe their ethical code. One expert called it the unbreakable spine for even the most flexible, organism, I guess.
An unbreakable spine, I like that.
Think of Patagonia. Their commitment to sustainability is rock solid, right? That allows them to change product lines, pivot their business, but they never lose who they are.
Right, because that core is locked down.
Exactly. If you don't have that foundation, any move you make is just unstable, inefficient.
Okay, that makes sense. Which brings us to the second insight, and this one seems a bit odd when we're talking stability. Embrace managed failure.
It does sound like an oxymoron, doesn't it?
It really does. Are we saying failure is good?
Well, no, not exactly. It's not about failing for the sake of it. It's about deliberately setting things up so you can learn from setbacks.
Okay.
But in a controlled way. So you can experiment, make quick adjustments, but without risking everything, without catastrophic consequences.
Like in software development.
Yeah, that's a great example. Those short sprints, rapid prototyping, they let teams find flaws really early.
And then pivot quickly instead of pouring resources down a failing path.
Precisely. That's where real adaptability comes in. Being able to try things, learn fast, even if they aren't perfect straight away.
It's like building in shock absorbers almost. Allows for calculated risks, faster learning. Okay. And the third takeaway, cultivate diverse connections. How does that fit in?
Well, if you think about the bigger picture, having those diverse connections is crucial.
Diverse in what way?
Different perspectives, different skills, varied sources of information. It stops you getting tunnel vision.
Right, keeps you from just seeing what you expect to see.
Exactly. It gives you a much broader radar for changes, for opportunities, for threats. You look at successful, adaptable organizations, they often have networks that actively seek out challenging viewpoints.
So they invite disagreement, almost.
In a constructive way, yes. That diversity, it really fuels innovation.
Yeah.
It stops you getting stuck. It makes sure your agility is actually powerful and sustainable.
So putting it all together, building that core strength with non-negotiables, embracing that controlled learning from setbacks, and seeking out diverse perspectives. It's not just about being ready for the future.
No, it's more active than that. It's about shaping it. You're building an agility that has real backbone.
Powerful and sustainable. I like that.
And, this brings up a question for you, listening right now. What fundamental non-negotiables might you be overlooking in whatever you're pursuing?
Or perhaps, where could a bit more flexibility that managed kind really help you out?
We're thinking about.
If you enjoyed our conversation today, do make sure you subscribe to Pit a Pyramid Radio Station. That way you'll stay tuned for more explorations like this one.
And please share your thoughts in the comments section. We'd love to hear them.
Until next time, keep exploring.